let's rate the guys I dated this month. This was a particularly busy month for me. I went on 3 dates. And now I know that might not sound like a lot, but usually I go on no dates. So let's get into it because the bar is in hell. So first up we have Mustache Man. This was a Hinge date, so you already know how that went. Now, Mustache Man started off very strong. We went on a date to Hillstone. We talked about like space and aliens and the government. Really interesting topics that you can't generally talk about with every man because some men do have the personality of a cardboard. He was such a gentleman right off the bat. I offered to help pay, which is literally, it's just a test. And he passed it. And then he drove me home. He had a Corvette, which was stick. And he was like, oh, do you know how to drive stick? And I was like, no. Do I look like the kind of lady that does know how to drive a stick? And so then he put my hand on the stick and he moved it around for me. And it was so cool. I felt like I learned. So brownie points for him for teaching me how to do something. Drops me off at my apartment, literally gets out of the car and comes around and opens my door. I was like, I think I'm in love with you. Didn't even try to kiss me on the first date. I was like, my husband. Then a week goes by, we go on our second date, which also went really well. We went to Lagniappe, we had a bottle of wine, we talked some more about life and about what we want, yada, yada, yada. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm starving. And he was like, we need to feed you. Do you want a burger? My eyes lit up. He was like, we're getting you a burger. So he drives me to go get a burger. We're talking about our past relationships. Vibes are flowing. I was like, wow, I really like this guy. Mustache Man made me think, wow, there really are some good guys left out there. Boy, was I wrong. Because 2 days later, he ghosted me. So Mustache Man gets a 4 out of 10. Next up is Old Neighbor, okay? And he's not an old neighbor. He just used to live in the building I used to live in. So we went to Sunny's, which that alone, great start. You know what I mean? Like, great food, good dinner. Conversation though, it wasn't flowing the way it should have. It was kind of like pulling teeth a little bit. Okay, so mind you, I already know this man, so I felt comfortable enough to continue the date. So we decide to meet up with his friends at a bar. So we're the first ones to get there. Mind you, I am 2 martinis in, okay, with some food, very mixed kind of food, already sitting in my stomach. He gets me an espresso martini. Immediately upon the first sip, I said, yup, something is wrong down here. My tummy was super upset. It was gonna come out one end or the other. I knew I had to wrap it up and go home, which is unfortunate because I felt really bad about the fact that I would have to leave him there alone until his friends got there. But mind you, they were already on the way. So I let him know, hey, I'm actually not feeling well. I think I'm gonna call it a night. And immediately his energy just shifted. And instead of being